We grooving. We recording and we live. Yeah, y'all, welcome to another edition, episode 2 of Table Talk with MTP. And the subject for the day is if a man proposes and a woman says no, should the relationship be over? That's the subject for the day. And I got 4 guests in here. My guy based out of Pittsburgh, Cordell Collins. You feel me? Miss Neka Wells. My guy Mark Price. And also another Chattanooga lady based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. That is Miss Marquita Pittman. How you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, y'all. So again, the topic: if a man proposes and a woman says no, should the relationship be over? You know what I'm saying? So I look at that 2 ways. I can swing on both sides of the fence. Before I get my answer, I'm gonna start out with Cordell. You.
Mm-hmm.
A dude been trying to make this thing work with this lady. He get on his knee in front of 1,000 people. I didn't save his money for a year and a half buying this 4-carat ring. And she say no.
Damn,
got to be more careful.
That's an embarrassment. First off, you gonna do that to me in front of 1,000 people?
Yes.
First off, you could at least front it and waited until we got secluded and told me, look, baby, I can't do this.
So she should say, yeah, first, like if you do
You
it,
understand what I'm saying? Like you can do it like that, but you're not gonna put me on Front Street. Well, I put you on Front Street, but you're not gonna do that to me in front of all them people. But I can understand. I mean, depending on the circumstances, man, I can understand some women saying no because, like the lady said, some dudes just ain't ready, and some dudes, you know what I'm saying, they will come with the fake proposal shit. You know what I'm saying, just to shut them up, or because some shit that they done did, they know they've been doing some dog ass shit. You know what I'm saying? They basically just trying to, like make it look good.
Okay.
So I can understand some women saying no, but if you tell me no, because I know what type of dude I am, you know what type of man I am. You understand what I'm saying? And I come to you and I propose to you and you tell me no, what other reason can it be that you just ain't interested in being married? At least not to me.
So if she said you gone, it's over with.
I got to go. Especially if we done been in a relationship for years. Like what we doing?
Hey, Mom,
you understand what I'm saying? Like what we in a relationship
hold on.
with?
Real quick, Mom. Real quick. All right. I think we need to put a stipulation on the time frame that you are together before you make the proposal. Is there a time frame that you are speaking on before the man proposes, or it's just in general?
No time.
I'm not proposing in no 5-6 months.
Right.
I'm not even, you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. So it's no time frame. Let's just to put it. It's no time frame, but to put a time frame on it, a time to where it's a time. It's been long enough where she should say yeah. If that makes sense.
All right.
That makes sense. So, Miss Pittman.
Yeah.
You, in general, and she says no, and it's been long enough. Should he leave? Or should he stick around until she's ready?
I don't think he should leave. I think it needs to be a conversation as to why she says no. One person may think they're ready for something, but they're really not ready. Or it could even be that the woman is not ready. It don't always have to mean that, oh, I feel like you not ready. I may not be ready. So that's how I feel about it. Mm-hmm.
How long do it take for you to know that you're ready?
But that's what, like Mark said, it's kind of a vague question because you don't really have the specifics. No, I don't know how long it should take. Now, I feel like, about after, a couple of years, we should know on, where we going with it.
Right.
It should be some type of understanding on where we're going with it.
Let me ask you this. We've been together 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been living together 4 years. All right? I take care of your kids. I love your kids. I raise them like they mine.
Mm-hmm.
My family love you. Your family love me. Like me and you, best friends. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we literally got a bond. We got chemistry. Like, we best friends. Like, we everything to each other. I asked you to marry me. You tell me no. How am I supposed to take that?
Neka.
Well, I think, you can definitely be taken and be devastated by it. But what has happened in those 5 years, or what has transpired in those years to make me say no?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Cordell, hold on 1 second. Neka, you got your hand. What was you going to say, Neka? We're going to come back and hold that thought, Cordell. Neka.
So what I was going to say about that, okay, it's not, ready doesn't necessarily have to do anything with love. You can live with somebody 5 years, you can take care of her kids and everything, but what if she say no because of how you work together? You can love somebody all day long, but what if when it comes to disagreements, y'all don't find a median? What if it goes to the left, far to the left? So it could be how you handle things together. It could be finances. I mean, there's a lot of things. For me, not saying yes don't mean I don't love you. Just like saying yes don't mean I love you more. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
A person could say yes all day and not have feelings. They could be saying yes to what you have to offer them. They could be saying yes just to be accessible to you. But just because I say no don't mean that I don't love you or I don't want to be married to you. I can also say no because we can be together forever, but we all grown here. We know love don't make it work. It takes a whole lot more than love. You got to learn how to communicate, compromise. It takes a whole lot more than love. So, okay, yeah, we've been together. I love you. But what we have to realize as adults, first of all, we got to stop taking everything personal. My no may have nothing to do with you. What if I have an inner battle, a turmoil, a mental something that I have going on that I want to take care of before I come to you? Because when I give myself to you, I'm going to give 100% to you. So if I know I can't give you 100%, why not wait? And just because we live together don't mean you're getting 100%. We all know people walk around here every day, giving, helping, and on the inside, they don't have any joy. They go and commit suicide. They happy. They always doing this and that. You just never know. So it's far beyond love. Now, what I would say is, first of all, now if it's all the stipulations like what Mom said, she ain't gonna say no in front of all those people. She gonna say yes to you anyway because she love you. And then when you get in private, I think she'll have that conversation with you. But I would say if she says no because she says something like, why we gotta be married, why we can't leave it like it is, we don't need no paper, this and that, then she's already telling you in so many words, she's not trying to give you the level of commitment you want. But if she says no for I want to take care of some mental, or I got some things that I'm just realizing that affect me from my childhood, and I don't want to put that burden on you, or I'm trying to, and you can give a leeway. Now you can tell her, you can say, well, we've been together, this X amount of time, that hurts me, because if you love her like that, you could be real. That hurts me. It did something to me, but okay, I'll give you a little time. I'm gonna revisit this. I ain't saying give her 15 years, or whatever, but give her a little time, revisit it. Then if she revisit it and it's still no, then you have to make the decision if you want to hold yourself up or you want to move on. But no doesn't necessarily mean she don't love you. That's my opinion.
I respect that. Yep.
Let me ask this. Mark, you have something to say about that, Mark?
Yeah, man. If I propose, me personally, if I'm gonna propose to a lady, I'm gonna know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is what it is. Now, what I know about us as men, we get stuck in our comfort zones. We get complacent. So once we get stuck in that comfort zone and we get complacent, we're no longer looking at the bigger picture of the situation. We get selfish. We start looking at those certain things that are keeping us there. So when a man gets stuck in that type of situation and he jumps off that bridge and proposes to a woman, and the woman says no, you have to step back and first of all, be a man to yourself and analyze self and try to figure out, okay, is it something within me that caused this lady to say no? Because if y'all been rocking, even if y'all been rocking 5 years, both of y'all could be stuck in your comfort zone. Marriage could not be a part of the situation because y'all both are not mentally nor emotionally stable. You feel me? Like when a woman says no to a man, And it's very rare if you rocking with a lady for a long time that she's going to say no. But at the end of the day, if she does say no, it's some underlying issues that have not been addressed. You know what I'm saying? Either personally or together. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm going to be transparent. I'm going through counseling right now. I dealt with a 15-year, you know what I'm saying, relationship and marriage. Got out of it, you know what I'm saying, got remarried again to the same woman, got divorced again. I had to sit back and analyze myself and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Something's wrong with you, bro. Like, okay, get her out the picture. Let's eliminate the woman. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to do is sit down and figure out, okay, Marcus, what is wrong with you? What issues do you have that's causing this turmoil and that's causing this tension, you know what I'm saying, in your relationship? So if you can't figure that out, I recommend to any man, because us as men, we are stuck on that masculine, macho, okay, I can't show my feelings, I can't put my emotions on the table, I'm gonna leave them on my sleeve, and I'm not gonna let nobody know what I'm really feeling, and nor am I thinking. And that causes us to be emotionally unstable because we're not venting, we're not letting somebody know what we're feeling. I recommend to any man, get you a counselor. Okay. I just found me a counselor, a black man at that, here in the city, you know what I'm saying? And we Zoom every single week, you know what I mean? Because you have to want your change. You can't continue to hurt people and be okay with it and think that somebody's going to continue to accept you for who you are. If you keep going into a situation and relationship after relationship and it's not working, it's got to be something with you. If you line up 10 kids and feed every child the same morning, the same meal, you got that one child over here saying they're hungry, they ain't got enough. There's something going on with that child. Either their metabolism is too high, you know what I'm saying, or they just greedy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Something going on with that child. So if you keep going to relationship, or if you keep dealing with this woman and she tells you no, it's got to be something you have to check within self, and you have to take her out the picture. You have to take her out the picture. At this point in time, it's all about self-preservation. So you got to figure out what's mentally and emotionally going on with you that's causing this woman not to want to commit to you. Because it's not many women that's not going to commit to a man that's been holding them down and taking care of them. You know what I mean? So therefore, if she does say no, it's got to be an underlying issue with you. And it might be an issue with her. But like I said, here as a man, I'm speaking from a man's point of view, you got to take the woman out the situation and figure out what the hell is going on with you. Because it's got to be something with you. And you just like, nobody's perfect, and we all know that. But it's got to be something within you. Something you're not doing, something you're not doing enough, something you may be doing too much. It's got to be something with you. So I'll say, me personally, if a woman tells me no, I'm not going to leave immediately. And I'm going to be honest with you. And I haven't been in that situation, and I can speak in that situation without knowing because I know people. I know humanity. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know it's got to be something. If we rocking hard and this chick is rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? We rocking, like, for real. Like, we down. 4 flats, no spares. You feel me? And I ask her to marry me, and she tells me no. It's got to be something deeper than her just saying no. So before I skip out and leave, I'm going to have to figure out, okay, what the hell is going on? Like, what happened? I thought we was rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's where it goes off the vibes. You got to peep the vibes. You got to peep the frequency. I'm big on vibes and frequency. You know what I'm saying? Discernment is real. You got to know that this time is right. And if you do that and you feel like you wasted your time, I don't feel that you should leave because you've invested too much into that woman. You've invested too much time, too much emotion. So I think it's worth the fight if it's worth the commitment of asking her to marry you. It's worth the patience to sit down and figure out what's going on. That's what I feel about that situation. I wouldn't leave immediately, but I definitely, would I be crushed? Hell yeah, what man wouldn't be crushed? What woman wouldn't be crushed? You know what I'm saying? If she asks the man to marry and he says no, but you got to be real with self and be like, okay, it's got to be something else to this situation. She ain't telling me no just to hurt my feelings. You feel me? Especially if you know y'all rocking like that. So you got to get to the underlying issues, man. That goes with asking questions and being real with your emotions with her too.
I agree with that.
That's key.
I agree with that because now I can say on both sides. Like initially, when I first wrote this topic down, my thing was like the average. Like look, every nigga who I done talked to about this and told them this is the next topic, right? I done told at least 6 of my homeboys this, 6 different niggas. Every nigga, before I even get the question out my mouth, I be like, hey, bro, this is the next topic on this show I'm doing, bro. If a man asks a woman to marry, she say no, man, fuck that, hell yeah. Before I even get the question out my mouth.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man, the fuck she think I am? Hell, before I even get the shit out of my mouth, bro. It's hell. So as a nigga, that's one angle we take, like, yeah, I feel you, fuck that. Then on the other side, I want you, like, I gotta sit back and hear the reason she said no. Is it a legitimate no?
Okay.
Like, say for instance, like say if I cheated, right, and she's still trying to get that trust back out of me. The fact she's still here, she still want to be with me, but I don't trust
Exactly.
her. But I'm saying, so, okay, I feel that no. Or like
You haven't proved yourself enough.
yeah, okay, because you're still here. You could have left, but I cheated.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, you just cheated 6 months ago. I still ain't all the way comfortable with you yet, so we still trying to build back up. So I'm not ready to say yeah in marriage yet, but if we can get back on the level, I'll do it. So I understand that type of no. Or if maybe she on some shit like, I'm in school, let me finish my degree so I can be a full-time wife for you instead of a student and a wife. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this out the way, the wife just cater straight to you. I understand that kind of no. Now, some shit like, well, no, because I don't know if I'm really ready to be married. Okay, I'm gone on some shit like that.
Yeah. It's something to that. You just say it flat out like that, and that's your only reason.
Yeah, I'm
Y'all
gone.
got to something to do.
But a legit, like I said, initially I was on the nigga shit. Yeah, fuck this shit. Yeah, I'll leave. But then once it got broke down to me, different reasons why, I'm like, okay, a legitimate no, I can accept that. But going back to what you said, Cordell, if it's a motherfucking New Year's Eve night and everybody at Rue Chris and I drop down, you motherfucker say yeah, and then get back home and be like, nah, I was just playing.
Holler at me on the back end, for sure.
On the spot.
Don't embarrass me, babe.
You better take this
Don't
ring.
embarrass me, babe. Don't do that.
Hey, that should be an agreement within any relationship. That should be an agreement. In public, we don't embarrass ourselves in public. We don't argue in public.
That can
We
make
don't air that out.
right there, bro. That can.
Yeah.
And that don't mean we right for leaving, but the pride and then this thing put this way. Neka, Miss Pittman, we done told, now y'all don't know we finna engage, we finna propose y'all. It's a surprise, right? So I done called about 40 of my homeboys, say come to the restaurant. We're gonna play it like we just coming to watch the game for the night. I need all y'all to come. I call all my family members. I need all y'all to come. I'm telling her I'm taking her out to watch the Bulls and the Magic. That's what I'm telling her. But I'm really gonna propose to her. So all y'all come. We done loaded it up. I done called a few of her family members. And we're gonna surprise her like this. I need you to, the same shit you said, how you doing with your sister? Are you planning to get her there? So I'm gonna call some of her females. I need y'all to do this to get her to the restaurant. So I can propose to her. Don't tell her what's going on, but just make sure she ain't doing nothing that night. Get her to the restaurant. Right. Now, we're 100 deep in here, just family members. Not to count the 1,000 people that's in here on a regular night. If I drop down then, you hit me with a no.
And man, we already deal.
She's not gonna do that.
Okay, what if it was you, Neka?
She's not gonna do that. I mean, if it was me and I didn't feel like we were ready,
right,
and we in front of all those people, I'm gonna say yes. Then when we get home, I'm gonna be like, I said yes because I didn't want to embarrass you. I didn't want to, hurt your ego or whatever. But I'm thinking we shouldn't do this right now, and we don't even have to let nobody know. They can think we engaged for however long. If they say, hey, y'all engaged, when the wedding, when the date, we ain't said it yet because it's nobody's business. You know what I'm trying to say. But in front of a whole bunch of people, I would never do that, especially for somebody, I love. No, I'm not going to put you on Front Street like that because I know if it was vice versa, I know how I am. I'm like, no, he didn't. He don't care nothing about me to at least make this look good.
It's about to go down.
Yes. So, I'm thinking if she riding with you like that, in her head, she'll be like, no, this motherfucker didn't do this to me. Right. She going to be smiling. She going to be excited. She going to say, yes, baby. She going to kiss you, hug you, cry. And when she get home, baby, we need to talk. Baby, we need to talk. No, baby, we need to talk. Don't get mad. Have a seat. She won't, I don't know.
I got another question right here. Marquis, I want to start out with you on this question right here. Then I'm finna come to you, Nick. I want the females to answer this. Then Mark and Cordell. If the woman says no, right? Mm-hmm. Meaning he asked first, and she say no. The next time, should she be the one to propose to him? Pause. I asked you, and you said no. You're not ready. So now I don't know when you're gonna be ready again. So when you are ready, should you propose to me?
I probably wouldn't. I probably just had a conversation and let you know I'm ready now. But I wouldn't propose to you.
Neka. First time he asked, you turned him down. Now, should you return the favor and just ask him this time?
I'm not gonna say I should, but I don't know what I don't know what I would do because when I want something, I say I want it. So you know, I don't know if that, you know, I'm just gonna be like,
That
you know,
too.
I don't know if I would say it's a proposal, but if baby I'm ready now, you know, I don't know if I'd be like, will you marry me? But I could be aggressive sometimes, so who knows? I might be like, yo, you know, I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready to get married. Let's do this. I don't know.
But then at that point, what if he ain't? He be like,
That's
man,
not a
fuck
dumb
that.
question, though, right? That's not a dumb question, right? Is it
Oh
like,
no,
No, that's not a dumb
I
question.
don't think it's
No,
dumb at
women,
all.
I mean, women ask men all the time to marry them. A lot of women are against it. Oh no, no, no. But I ain't against it. I'm not gonna say I ever will, you know. But I'm not a fairy tale type person either. So we could be laying in the bed and have this discussion, and we can decide right then, you know, we want to get married, and we can do that. I'm not one. I mean, it don't have to be on the knees and nice and all that, because that means nothing to me. Things and materials never meant nothing to me. So, you know, it's nice to have them and to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. But how it's done means nothing, as opposed to how long it lasts and what we get out of it and what we build. So,
okay. Cordell,
Yeah.
is it fair for a woman to say no to proposal just because she don't got a ring?
No, hell no.
I
Hell no. I
agree.
get you a ring. You know, first off, I wouldn't propose without a ring personally.
Okay.
Right.
You know, but if a ring is that, see, I don't
It's
see.
realistic.
Now, I made a post about this shit a few months ago about the post was about ring sizes. Like, does a ring size matter?
Okay.
That's what I posted about. You know what I mean? But you know, like, damn, is that what it's about? I mean, is the ring that important?
Right.
Ladies, is the
ring
ring
is just
that
a symbol.
important?
Right.
Mm-mm.
Is
Right.
the ring that important? To where as though you'll tell me no. Let's say I'm going through something financially. I can't get you a ring right then and there, but I want to propose to you. I want you to know that this is what I want. I love you. This is what we need to do. You gonna tell me no because I don't have a ring?
I wouldn't.
You know, I mean, like, damn, like where we at?
But you know, okay, well, me with that situation, that'll take me totally left immediately. You know, if we, like I said, it goes back to this. If I come to propose without a ring, and she says no because I don't have a ring, like that'll take me completely left, because that'll make me think, where is she really at with this situation? Is she doing this for show? Is she waiting to compete with her homegirl with the rock on her finger? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you waiting to say yes for? Are you waiting to showboat? Or are you really saying yes because you love me and you want to commit to me for the rest of your life? You feel me? So that's going to immediately raise a red flag with me, because I'm asking you to marry. I'm obviously, for a man to break down and commit to one woman, that's a hell of a step for a man, because we are natural born hunters. We go for the prey. We're natural born hunters. That's just how we are wired. You know what I'm saying? It takes the self-control and operating the self-control on a daily basis for a man not to cheat. And it is the same for women, but it's harder for men because we are wired as natural born hunters. You know what I'm saying? So when we see something that we like, we're going to immediately want to go for it. You know what I'm saying? But we got to practice that self-control. So for a man to break down and say, I want to be with you and only you for the rest of my life, that's a hell of a step. So if I don't come to the table with a ring, but I'm telling you I'm ready to do this, you should be ready. You should be good for one of them. What the little plastic joints they be putting around their finger nowadays?
The gumball machine joint.
You feel me? Like, that should be good enough if the love is real. If the love is authentic, if the love is if you got that agape love, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got that kind of love for your mate, it shouldn't be any kind of limitations to you saying yes. It shouldn't be anything to stop you from saying yes to that mate that's asking you to marry you, regardless if they have a ring or not. Because the vibe and the love is there. It's authentic. You know what I'm saying? It has no limitations. You know what I'm saying? So when you can love somebody with no limitations and love them for who they are, no matter what issues they got going on, and you can compromise with that, and for a man to say, I want to marry you, for a woman to say, okay, what a ring at? Well, damn, where the hell is your mind at? How materialistic are you? You see what I'm saying? It's plenty of people, let's go get a tattoo. Let's just go get our initials on our fingers and something. You know what I mean? Like, it could be as simple as that if the love is real, because the ring is only a symbol. Shit, the paperwork that you sign is only a symbol. the marriage is in your mind. The marriage is in your heart. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't need no ring or paperwork or a pastor to officiate your wedding to say, okay, we as one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put it on paper so y'all can do the right legal thing as far as the system goes. But it shouldn't need all that extra stuff for you to commit to somebody and make that commitment and walk in monogamy. It shouldn't take all that, bro. Now, is it good? Hell yeah. Does it look good? Yeah, it looks good. You feel me? But if I don't have it like that, you as my old lady, you should know as my woman that I don't have it like that, but I do have the love for you like that. It shouldn't be an issue.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. If you were a woman and she kind of make it clear, Nick, I want to start with you, then I'm going to come to you, Cordell. If she make it clear early in the relationship that she's not looking for marriage, should you leave? And same, and the other way around.
Oh, said Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
Man make it clear that he's not looking for marriage. Should a woman leave? Nick, start with you, both ways.
If she knows that's what she really wants, I mean, she can. If she want to invest a little time in it, I probably wouldn't stay a long time. I'm not gonna sit around. If I know I want marriage, what I've learned, when somebody tell you what they want, believe them. You know, I'm not trying to. You know, I can love you with all my heart, but if you don't want to be where I want to be, then how we gonna grow and build together? We gotta have a foundation. So I might love you, and maybe for a time or whatever, I may stick around because I'm comfortable with you or whatever. You know, comfort zone. But I would say eventually, yes. I mean, because if you know you want to be married and he don't try to stick around to be this perfect or give him everything he wants to convince him or change his mind. That's not going to happen. You're going to get disappointed. A person, man or woman, they do what they want to do. So if they want to change, that's when they decide they want to change within themselves. Right. So, you know, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to just say, oh, just quit it. Just, you don't get what you want the way you want it, just leave. But if they're telling you and they're adamant about they don't want to be married and you know you want to be married and you're not willing to compromise that, then there's no basis to stay. I mean, love, like I said in the beginning, love is not enough, you know. So, yeah, eventually I would say.
Hey, before my man chimes in, can I chime in right quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick. This is real simple. For you to know that somebody's on a certain specific page, the biggest mistake that we make as humans in walking into a relationship is trying to change somebody. You can't make somebody something that they are not, because once you do that, you're gonna put extra stress on that person to continue to try to be that person that they are not for you, to appease you and to please you, and they start losing their self, and then that's a whole nother road you're gonna go down that you're not ready for. So when a person tells you that they're not ready for something, either you're gonna accept it for what that is, or yes, you need to move on. Because me personally, and my man can go after this, me personally, you tell me that, and I know I'm looking for that, yeah, we're gonna talk it through. It's okay, we cool. It was nice to meet you. We can still be friends if possible, you know what I'm saying? But if I move on to meet somebody else, yeah, we're gonna have to cut it off. But I'm gonna have to chunk the deuce on that one, bro.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And my answer is pretty much, you know, almost identical to his. You know, like, see, that question is kind of like, man, because you can pursue that relationship still, because people's feelings change. People fall in love. People fall in love unexpectedly. They start to feel certain things unexpectedly. You know what I'm saying? And they mind change about the whole situation. Their whole attitude change about the situation. Now they want to get married. Now they don't want to lose you. They don't want you with nobody else. They just want to be with you for the rest of their life. I done seen shit like that happen. You know what I mean? But in the beginning, if I'm telling you that this is what I want, I'm looking for marriage, and you telling me that you're not looking for marriage, I don't want to get married, I just, just want this, just go with the flow, then I'm going to go with the flow with you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go with the flow.
But you probably won't put your all into it because they're not where you at.
No, I'm not going to put my all into it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to put my all into it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to take you seriously. You understand? We're going to have sex. We're going to do what we do. We might even travel. Go have some fun.
Right.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to put my all into you. Told me you don't want to be married. But if I find somebody, don't think I'm gonna stop dating. Don't think I'm gonna stop seeing other people. I find somebody I like. Now you starting to catch feelings.
Okay, so Marquita, same question for you. If a woman lets a man know early in the relationship that she's pretty much not looking for marriage, should he leave? If she's honest up front and tell him she's not
You
looking.
said well, I think it depends on if that's what he's looking for, I don't think he should leave. But if that's what he's looking for, then I think they just get on one accord and just, you know, just play it how it go. I don't think he should leave. But if she's not what he's looking for, then 9 times out of 10, the person does, you know, leave.
Okay. No, I'm saying he's looking to be married, but she's up front and telling him off the rip, like, the man is saying he wants to be married. And this is early in the relationship, but a woman tells him, I don't know if I'm the type that want to be married or not. He knows he's looking for that. So if she tell him up front that that's not what she's on, should he leave or just stick around and play it how it goes?
Well, I think he has the right to leave. So yeah, I think he has the right to leave because she's, like you said, like we were saying earlier, she's letting you know that she's not ready or that's something that she doesn't want. And as far as we was saying earlier as well, you can't have that expectation of her if she's already telling you that that's not what she wants. So it's really not on one accord.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna say something else on that too. Okay. If I'm a man that's okay, let's say I'm the man that's saying that I want to be married. I want to be married. I'm looking for my wife. What I want to put out into the atmosphere, just a little gem I want to drop. The best thing you can do walking into a relationship is work off the vibes and not your expectations. Because the vibes are going to tell you everything you need to know about how you need to move in this relationship. Now, it's plenty of relationships that you can go in and be like, okay, I'm looking for a wife, or even a woman. I need a child. I need to have a child. You know what I'm saying? Even just taking it to that point, when you walk in and you tell a person that situation and telling your expectations, that's going to, it depends on when you drop it to them, but a lot of times it's going to put that person on defense. Immediately they're going to be like, oh, whoa. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, we just started this. We just cranked this up. So how are you already coming to me with this? I don't think that people need to walk into a relationship with those type of expectations only because they might miss their blessing. Because a lot of times it's going to scare that person off or you turn that person's introvert on and they go into their little shell and bag all the way off. But that might be your blessing right there you just walked away from because you throwing out too many expectations from the jump. Now, talking about it, yeah, hey, do you plan on being married? Yeah, that's a different story. But walking into a situation and just saying, hey, I want to be married. I'm looking for my wife or I'm looking for my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately, and that goes to your initial question, would you walk away if they tell you no? A lot of people might not even be on that tip, but they are willing to rock with you and grow with you. You feel me? So when a person coming in like that, you coming in a little too aggressive. You putting that other partner on defense automatically. They're gonna become resistant immediately because you're already putting too many expectations on a relationship. You should just let flow from the jump.
I get that.
Like Neka want to say something on that one.
You do, Neka? You got something to say?
Yeah, I was agreeing with him, but I was also going to add to that. I was thinking, also when you go into a relationship, you do have people that saying, man, if she say, a man can tell you, a woman, whatever. If you ask, if I ask you and you say no, then I'm done. That right there puts a strain on it too, because then you're going to either get one of two things. You're going to get somebody saying yes to you when they're not ready because they don't want to lose you, or you just going to get somebody walking away because you telling them up front, if you tell me no, I'm going to leave, but it doesn't matter what the no means.
Right. That's my thing about it. What does that no mean?
Right.
You have to figure out what that no means.
And when I say patience, I'm not saying somebody have to give and wait 10, 15, 20 years. No, I'm not saying that, but put a little patience in it because I'm thinking, okay, what if you're already married and you both talk about you want children? Well, you're ready to start 6 months after you're married. She want to wait another year or so. You're not going to up and divorce her because she don't want to have a baby when you want to have a baby.
Right.
So you just going to walk away because she say no? So
I get that.
That's all I was just saying. I was chiming in on his. I agree with that, all the stipulations, because you will meet people up front saying, well, you know, if I ever ask you to marry me, you say no, I'm done with you. So she already starting off her head. Okay, either I'm gonna rock with him and get to know him, or I'm just gonna say yes to him because I want to be accessible to him and I want to get to know him even though I'm not ready.
Marquita, question for you. Does a woman have a right to be impatient with a man if he say I won't be ready for marriage until a few more years from now? Does it give you the right to be impatient?
I wouldn't say it gives you a right, but you have the right to make that decision on whether you want to be patient with a person or impatient. For me, I was in a relationship for 13 years. I got asked to marry.
Were you married?
No, I was just in this relationship, so I had the patience. But I also was asked to, you know, I was proposed to, not in front of everybody, just together with each other. But my answer was no, because the whole time you didn't show me the consistency of being a husband, or, you know, you didn't show me those qualities, you know. So I think when I was asked, I think it was just to keep me, you know, because, you know, you had cheated, or, you know, you did a lot of things. So you asked me that to keep me. I don't think you really asked me that because that's what you wanted. So the woman has the right to, you know, decide on whether they want to be patient or not. Some people are very impatient when it comes to waiting. For me, I was 22 to 34.
Hold on, Mark. Hold on, Mark. Let me ask you this. You said we ain't got to go into details about your personal situation, because that's not really what I want to do, but let's say in general. I just heard you say, to me, I feel like he was asking to keep me. How the fuck you know he wasn't ready? And the fact that he fucked up in the past, you holding that cloud over his head.
Because he was consistently fucking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Consistently.
Mark, what was you gonna say, Mark?
What the hell made you stay for 13 years, and then when he asked you to marry him, you say no?
Right, I'm with him on that. Yeah, right.
At this point,
you should have left me.
What I'm saying,
you should have left.
What I'm saying, exactly. So what I'm saying with that situation is, yes, that goes back to people getting
a lot of things kept.
Compartmentalized.
That's what I was gonna say. A lot of things kept me there. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to get that. We compartmentalize things, and we put certain things in certain areas to, you know what I'm saying? We compromise to deal with our miscomfort to get our comfort. You feel me? So we compartmentalize things like, okay, I'll take this. I'm not going to take this. Okay, this is okay. And what that does is, when a man knows that he just screwed up 10 times fold, you feel me, like over and over and over again, and the girl still stays with him, a man's mind immediately is gonna be like, oh, she a rider. She a ride or die. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not trying to lose this one because she's rocking with me. Now I understand why you would say no. I'm not down to that at all. I'm not knocking you saying no because you know who he is. But I'm trying to figure out why you stayed so long, because at this point in time, he's thinking he got his trophy now. You feel me? He got his trophy. So let me go ahead and keep this right here because she's holding it down. Why would you stay that long? Because now you didn't brainwash his mind into thinking, okay, this is possible of happening.
I agree. You're wrong, Mark. I agree. You're wrong.
Yeah, it's like you tagged him along and just rode that wave. But then when he gets serious, you say no. Yeah, I ain't feeling that. 13 years.
If he's still doing wrong, he might not really be serious. He might be asking just to be accessible to her, or he might be asking to keep her.
You can't assume that.
Right, exactly. Pause, women. Hold up, women. Y'all pause and listen to us right quick. Y'all pause and listen to us again. I'm with Mark on that. Now, when he was fucking up, like, say it's 2021. So yeah, they've been together for a while, right? Her screen went off. See, her screen cut off and we finna get on her ass. You see that? You know what I'm saying?
It keep reconnecting. No, it keep reconnecting.
You running from this ass whooping. You running from it.
No, I'm not running. I'm definitely not running. What I'm saying is, like he was saying earlier, I was comfortable. I was comfortable in that toxic situation.
Let me ask you this. I mean, I'm serious. Let me ask you this. Piggybacking off of what he said, and then kind of being realistic. Okay, this 2021. So you say 13 years or whatever. That's like 2010 or something like that. Okay, so say he been fucking up. But if from the outside looking in, or me as a man, if I'm fucking up, leave. I don't want you to, but at the end of the day, leave. I'm cheating on you. Get the fuck on. Leave. Now, if I done cheated in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and you stayed, they don't make it right what I'm doing, but you stayed. You follow what I'm saying? Right. You stayed for a reason. I did wrong, you stayed for a reason. You follow what I'm saying? No matter what the reason is, stay. Right. You stayed. Mm-hmm. Now, say I don't know what the situation is, but I'm just speaking in general. Say my last time cheating, 2014, right? Mm-hmm. Now, in 2000, that was my last time cheating. Last time you caught me, or the last time I really did it. That was my last time, 2014. Now here comes 2019, 2020. I ask you to marry me. You say no. To me, you tripping because you still holding that cheat shit over me. You should have left 6 years ago. You should have left 6 years ago.
Time ago if you weren't gonna commit.
If cheating is the reason that I said no. Like I said, for me, just we speaking in general, but on my situation, I was comfortable. I was comfortable in that toxic situation, to be honest. It's almost been now, and like Mark was saying earlier, you have to look at yourself. I allowed this man to consistently treat me this way. But once I realized that this is not what I want, I can't do this anymore, yes, my answer is no.
Okay, but hold on. If he wouldn't have ever proposed to you, would you have left that man?
That's
there you go again, Mom. If you would,
if you never would have proposed, so we need to come at you, Nick.
Would you have left him? That's all I need to know.
We need to come at you, Nick. Answer that question, Nick, until she get back home. If that was you.
It seemed like it took him to propose, and she realized that shit's real. Now she's like, oh, no. But I think she should have had that conversation we were talking about earlier. Like, tell him, no, I just want to sex in this. I want to have sex with a couple of strings attached. You know, you need to let that be known. Now you can make the man think that you there.
Are we speaking bullshit or is it making sense?
No, it makes perfect sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. You know, it could be, and it could be a lot of reasons. I thought she said no because he was still cheating. That's what I was saying. I thought I heard her say he was still doing the same thing.
But even
answer Cordell.
Yeah. With that being said, listen here, beloved. If I'm still cheating, you still staying. Okay? Yeah, I know. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Understood. But at the end of the day, you're staying. You're still there. You feel me? And as a man, we know we done screwed. Man, look at him. We know we done fucked up. You feel me? But we know when we got a trophy too. We want to do right so bad, but wrong keeps coming across the path. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it together. We just praying and hoping that the woman is gonna have the patience to wait for us to get our stuff together. You feel me? And the thing about that is, when you stay, that puts us in a mind state once again of that complacency. Like, okay, we good, man. We rocking. All right, y'all just screwed up a lot. She stayed though. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it's gotta be a limit. And 13 years, I feel it's way beyond the limit.
It does, but
somebody constantly doing it. And hold on. Let me
what you fail to realize, women get complacent too. Women get complacent too. She might be complacent with the fact that you might be a provider. You might be a protector. You might be, you know what I'm trying to say? She might have comfort and feel safety. So she allows some stuff because she's getting everything else. She might see what's out there in the world. You know, a lot of times people don't want to start over. You know, that's a lot. People don't want to start over. She might not marry you because she don't feel that you're going to really be true to her, but at the same time she might not leave you because you're accessible, because what you provide. I don't know. I can't.
That means she playing games then, huh?
That means y'all both playing games, because you're not trying to give 100% to her, and she taking what you give to get what she wants. So you're both playing games. It's just it's like the survival of the fittest. Who gonna be standing last, or how much you willing to give to play this game?
Hey, Marquita, look. I asked before your device went out, if he would have never proposed to you, would you have left that man for the wrongs that he was continuing to do? And if you were to stay, why would you stay?
Nope.
If he never would have proposed to me, would I have left?
Yes, and if you wouldn't have left after,
Yeah, because
if he would never propose, would you ever left?
Yeah. This proposal, it wasn't on the 13th year. You know, it was in between that. So
okay,
yeah, I think I would have.
Okay.
You would have ended up leaving. How much longer do you think you needed to realize that wasn't the situation for you?
I don't know how much longer I need. Huh?
I was just saying, yeah, you just said that he proposed midway within your 13-year relationship, but you still stayed with him 13 years. So it wasn't the proposal that broke y'all's relationship. That's the impression I was under.
No, it wasn't a proposal. It was just the consistency of the things that was being done, disrespect and things like that. It wasn't a proposal, no. Because in the beginning, I mean, this is the person that I did want to spend my life with. I got 2 kids with you, you know, so that kept a lot. I know with a lot of women, that keeps us there too sometimes. We always say the kids, you know, or some say yes because of the kids.
And that is not a safe environment either, though. That's a whole other topic, though, Mom.
Right.
That's a whole other topic, Mom.
Yeah.
I got another question. Cordell, I want to start this out with you, Cordell. Can you hear me, Cordell?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Here, how am I gonna say this? If and then from here, Cordell, Neka, I'm coming to you. Cordell, Neka, Marquita. If a man proposes, he tries to do the right thing, and she says no, is he wrong for cheating after that? I see you roll your eyes, Neka. We coming right to you next.
You ain't never right for cheating, bro. Like that. You ain't never right for cheating, man. You know, leave. If you gonna cheat, leave.
Okay.
Or be upfront about it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never right for cheating, man. That's just that's of course that's deceiving, that's lying. That's just it's everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go cheat just because you just walk away. Look, rather than me cheat on you, man. Listen, I'm gone. I got to go.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I don't think. Yeah, because I know when you said it, because I'm thinking it's never a good reason to cheat. You know what I'm trying to say? If I'm with you and you cheat on me, before I go give my body to somebody else just because you did it, I'm gonna leave you. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not gonna cheat on you because you did it to me. It's never a good reason to cheat. Does it happen? Yes. People do it all the time. Some do it, some do it and really are, sad they hurt the other person and they do it once or twice, don't do it again. People are human. I'm not saying crucify somebody for cheating, but I'm just saying if me marrying you means that much to you to where I say, no, you got to go out and dip out on me, leave me first. Just leave me. Because then you're not really true to me.
Right, I get that.
I mean, how you want me to marry you, but just because I'm not giving you what you want when you want it, if it's that easy, then baby, just buy. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna be hurt, but I'd rather for you to leave me because I said no than to cheat on me because I said no.
Yeah, see me, I'm depending on the reason that you said no. I got to walk away because I got to walk away because I'm not gonna be able to look at you the same. I'm not gonna be able to love on you the same. I'm an affectionate type of dude. I'm a passionate type of dude. I'm not gonna be able to kiss you the same, hug you the same. I can't.
But you're saying depending on the reason. So really, it's not like that. What reason is good enough for you to stay if you ask and she say no?
I said I don't know if it was you or Marquita. Y'all was mentioning earlier. That there's something I got to deal with mentally, or if you got a good enough reason, like you You can't just tell me you just not ready.
Right.
And we done been rocking all these years and doing this, that, and the other. You can't just say, well, I'm just not ready after all this fucking time. We done both invested, you know, but truthfully, I don't even know what reason you can give me to tell me you ain't marrying me. You understand? So don't let me, I'm not going to even sit here and cap and hold you. I'm walking away.
You ain't hearing that shit, bro. You ain't hearing that shit.
I'm not hearing that shit.
Well, the only reason I said that because I've said no before too. I've said no before too. I've said no before too.
Okay, Neka, what was your reason for saying no? First, pause. How long were y'all together?
When he asked me, we were probably together about 2.5 years, but we ended up being together 12 years total. But at the time he asked me, it was like 2.5, so it was still early in the relationship. But we were living together. We were living together, and we had children.
That's long enough to be married. 2.5 years. That's long enough to be married. So what was your excuse?
The thing with us is, number one, we both were. I'm breaking up.
No, I said, why you diss the shit out the dude like that? He tried to give you.
No, I didn't diss him. I loved him with all my heart. I'd kill for him. You know what I'm saying? But for me, even though I was young, marriage means something to me that's too deep. When we had a distance without being too over the top. You know, when it was bad, it got too bad. I mean, when it's things that we both did on both our parts, we had to learn, we had to grow, you know, and we weren't there. We were still young. We were still young-minded. We both had our own selfish ways, wanted it our way or no way. So you can't get mad and be like, you're going to go stay at your mama's house because we ain't agreeing. We got to stay here and work this out. We weren't there. And that's what I told him. And then our finances, you know, I paid all the bills. He wanted to get the money, but at the same time, he going to come home looking fly as hell. Baby, damn, did you pay it? One time I let him have the responsibilities of paying the phone bill because it wasn't that important. He came home. He had these little red suede shoes. He came home looking fly one day. He's like, baby, you like this? I'm like, yeah, you look good. Did you pay blah, blah, blah? He said, yeah. 3 days later, I pick up the phone and dial. We don't have no phone. The phone cut off. We were in 2 different places with finances, how we handle stuff. So when he asked, I was like, we are not ready to marry. I love you, but no, I'm not going to marry you in hopes that things get better, because that's where a lot of people make mistakes too. You can't think because we married, we're going to change. We are still the same individual. We still going to have the same concept, the same mindset. It's going to take some work to get together and compromise and work some things out and whatever on the same level. A lot of people, you hear it all the time. Man, my husband don't send me flowers. He don't do this. He don't do that. Well, did he do that before you got married? No.
Right.
Well,
why do you think he's gonna do it now? Because we married. No, he's still the same person. You got to grow together in some things. Maybe some things he'll adapt and pick up in the end. But I'm not gonna marry you just because I love you, knowing that we had these issues that we don't know how to handle as a couple. You know, we didn't know how to handle. We got our parents here saying this. Now, I wasn't one. I'm not one to run to my mama and tell her all my business, because when I moved out, she said, well, if you want to be grown, you're going to have to learn how to be grown. She said, everything, my problems is not for you to solve. So I never once told her issue. Never once. Him, he ran to my mama. He ran to his mama. I'm like, what are you doing? That's our business. They don't even know what's going on over here in this house. But we wasn't on the same page. So I'm like, no, we're not going to get married and just incorporate that into our marriage, because you can't get mad at me and say you're going to go to your mom's house. You my husband. No, if anything, the furthest you're going to go is that couch. You know what I'm trying to say? And we weren't there. So that's why I said no.
Let me ask you this. How long, you say y'all were together for about 12 years, right?
That's because we did a whole lot of back and forth.
After he married you, after he asked you, you said no, how many years after that were y'all still together? We were still together that 12 years, and it's so crazy because we finally, after 12 years, we came back and we revisited, and he asked me again, and I said yes, and then after I said yes, he was murdered 2 weeks later. So, you know, maybe it just wasn't meant for us to be. You know what I'm saying? That was my heart, and it broke me, but after all that time, we finally got to a place. And then he actually had stuff going on
from his childhood that he didn't, because you know what, in our Black community, a lot of people, our Black men don't like Mark said, they don't want to address stuff. He went through hell in his childhood that I had no idea about until after he was dead. So once I knew all that, a lot of stuff that he did during the relationship made sense to me. But because it was never, you know, even though I was with him, I knew all his family. To this day, they still my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, you know, they still family, you know. But it was so many things that I learned that he went through that I just was like, what? And everything that he did, even though it was way out there, it made sense in my head, but it was never communicated to me. You know, I can't understand you if I don't know why you think how you think or why you're doing what you're doing. You know, not saying that what you think or why is always an excuse to something, but and that's another thing as grown-ups that we have to realize, just because you don't agree with somebody's perspective doesn't mean you can't understand it. I'll try to understand you whether I agree with you or not. I'll try to see your point. I'll try to see where you're coming from. I'm gonna try to understand why you feel what you feel. But yeah, I said no. I said no.
Hey, and that's a good gem to drop too, Mal. That was good, nigga, because where a lot of people go wrong at with these situations, and why a lot of men or women get told no when they get proposed to, is because they're dealing with somebody that has some issues that they don't know where their issues originated from. A lot of issues that men and women have, us as people, period, and us as humans, period. A lot of issues that we have when we become grown, they start from our adolescence and younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, they start young. They go back in the day. Like I said, I'm in therapy now, and this is like my 4th time over the last, like, I guess, 8 years doing therapy, because I'm on a mission to fix me, because I know what I deal with. I know the generational issues that I'm dealing with. I know the stuff that's been passed on to be okay that shouldn't be okay, that I don't want to be okay, and I don't want to have anything to do with. You feel me? So I continue to search and try to fight to fix me, but a lot of people don't ask enough questions in a relationship. They just wait for it to be told. But men specifically are not going to give out voluntary information. You're going to have to ask to pull that out of a man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't, a lot of women, and a lot of the issues that a man has were built and born to be harbors of our emotions. We can't let our emotions be known. You know what I'm saying? So a woman's going to have to ask those questions. The woman is a nurturer. She's going to have to learn that man and ask those questions of why he's acting the way. Dig into it, get deep. And that's the kind of gems we need to drop on this right here, because you get told no because you're dealing with somebody with issues that you don't even know where it originated from, because you didn't ask or even care to ask. Not saying you didn't care to ask, but it's one of the two.
And I'm piggyback off you. I agree with that. And you know, it's not even all about asking. Too. Some people don't know what to ask.
Right.
It's not that they don't ask. Some people don't know what to ask. I ask plenty of questions. I'm all up in, but you don't know what to ask. And if you're not asking the right things, you're right. You're not gonna get it. But you don't know, because you don't know what to ask. Because maybe what I went through as a child, you didn't. So I wouldn't know to ask that because I never was introduced to that, or you know.
Yeah. And hang around their family. Learn their family. Mama, daddy. Learn their family. That's gonna let you know what you're walking into. Real talk. Like, learn their family. Learn their background. That's gonna tell you everything about what you're about to walk into. You feel me? Like, when I first got married, I remember my wife was telling me, man, that her main thing was to know my family and learn what kind of stock I came from. That shit was deep to me. I'm like, damn, I ain't never thought about looking at a relationship like that. Like, I, you know, the mom and daddy come at a party or a barbecue or something like that. You feel me? Like, you didn't really go check the family just on GP. You know what I'm saying? It'll be on a humble, you know what I'm saying, when you check the family. But she was like, yeah, I had to find out what I was getting into. I had to find out where you came from, who your people was, how you was raised, how your people think, how they operate. You feel me? That was deep. Like, that put me on a whole other level of thinking of a relationship, like, and looking at somebody's quality. You know what I'm saying? Looking beyond the body and whatever you look at, what men most look at women. Like, you gotta learn who they are, intellectually, mentally. Like, you gotta get into their mind. That's why I stepped up a lot, because I was raised not to even worry about that. You feel me? I ain't seen men worrying about that. Plus, I came from a household a family that, shoot, we had one surviving marriage. One. And my uncle just passed a couple of years ago. You feel me? Like, he was the only one that stayed married. I've never seen a successful marriage. You Feel me? So you gotta learn those kind of things. You gotta ask those kind of questions. You gotta learn about the family's history, and that'll tell you what you're walking into.
Right. Nigga, you logged in
Nigga
twice.
twice.
We got Neka Wells one and Neka. We got Neka Wells in this bitch. All right. We got Neka Wells in this bitch. All right. Give me an autograph here.
I gotta make some moves. So hey, I gotta make some moves. So I had to log in from my phone.
we finna wrap up. We got like 6 minutes left.
Okay.
I want to ask about it for Marquita. Give me a closing statement on the topic of violence. We done been all around the board in general. Give me something to close with. Because the bottom line is, this whole thing was if a man asks a woman she's not ready, should the relationship be over? We gave plenty of excuses about why it should or why it shouldn't be. So at the end of the day, this gonna be my logical, my ending answer for all three. What's the most logical reason? One answer that a woman would tell a man no, outside of cheating. What's the most logical reason that a woman can tell a man no? That's gonna be my final statement.
Okay. You said what's the most logical reason?
The most logical or the most reasonable explanation for why you can tell me no if I just ask you to marry me. Outside of cheating. That's a given right there. Outside of cheating, what's the most reasonable explanation you can give me to say you don't want to marry me after I just asked you that?
I would say just if I feel consistently, disrespected, or if I know within myself I'm not ready.
Okay. Mark, the most logical reason a woman could tell us no outside of cheating.
The man is not meeting the expectations of the responsibilities that she thinks that he should be taking care of. He's not operating as that man that she imagined. A lot of people fall in love with the thought of, you know what I'm saying? That goes back to trying to change somebody into something they're not. And now you can groom a person, you can lead a horse to the water, you can't make him drink. You feel me? So it's all about the balance. I really feel like a woman would tell a man no. She loves, like the women I already know, both of them say, like a woman gets complacent, a woman gets comfortable too. You know what I'm saying? Like she might be in love with a couple other qualities, but as far as its commitment qualities over here, she's wanting the paying the bills on time, the handling business before you say it. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing what to do before she tells you to do it. You feel me? Like those kind of things will stop the commitment. And I feel it's the responsibility that she's expecting that man to take care of that he's not taking care of, that a woman will fear walking into a full-term commitment with a man. That's what I feel.
Miss Neka, final answer from you. Unmute yourself, little mama. Unmute yourself.
I would say
like she was in the club.
That was you finna head to. That's what she finna head to.
I actually am
get
the
her drunk song.
I know. For me, I would say ineffective communication, because that's gonna set the foundation of everything. So if you can't communicate, then I feel like you're not gonna move anywhere. So I would say for me, ineffective communication.
Okay, gotcha. All those are acceptable answers. So we're gonna wrap up, y'all. So I want to thank everybody, all my guests for tuning in. This was episode 2 of Table Talk with MTP. Subject matter again was if a man proposes and a woman says no, should a relationship be open? You heard logical reasons about why it should or why it shouldn't be. So thanks to my guy Marcus Price. Thanks to Miss Felion Clothing, Marquita Pittman. Thanks to Neka Wells, and then my homeboy out of Pittsburgh, Cordell Collins. So make sure y'all go subscribe to Pimpoholic TV, hit that like, subscribe button, do all that stuff. And we're gonna holler at y'all on the next.